OCC gang, I am back at Dollar General with another great video and another great deal. Listen, we are about to get $150 worth of toys for under $60. Yes, anybody can do this deal. You don't need any coupons to do this deal, and I'm going to tell you exactly how you can get in the store and get out in under a few minutes. So let's get started. It's pretty plain and simple, very easy. I'm going to tell you exactly what to look for. Right now at Dollar General, there is a sale on yellow dot and blue dot toys for 50% off. Okay, and I won't bore you with the math. Just trust me. As usual, it's going to work out for you. I won't bore you with the math. Basically, what it boils down to is there's a sale right now for 50% off yellow and blue dot toys. Remember, it has to be yellow dot and blue dot. It cannot be yellow star. Okay, this is not included in this deal. It has to be a actual dot. Okay, it needs to be an actual dot. So don't say I led you wrong if you go looking for stars instead of dots. Okay, so it needs to be yellow dot and blue dot. Say it with me. Dot. A dot is not a star. Okay, now that we've gotten that far, let's keep moving. So the deal is on 50% off of yellow dot and blue dot toys. Okay, so we know that, but there's an additional savings that Dollar General is offering. I don't see the signage here, so I'm just going to need you guys to trust me on this. This is exactly what you need to do. Get in your car, on the bus, your bike, your feet, whatever you need to do, get to your nearest Dollar General, and what we're going to do is we're going to get $150 worth of yellow dot and blue dot toys. Okay, so when you're adding them up on your calculator, you need to be calculating at the sticker price. So while you're in the store and you're adding toys to your cart, use the price that you see on the sticker to add. For instance, if I was getting this blue dot toy and this blue dot toy, then I would say, okay, so far I've spent $10 towards my $150. 5 plus 5 is 10. Okay, so this is $10 worth of toys. Don't calculate that 50% off savings. That is already calculated in my scenario, okay? So you need to just calculate it at the sticker price. So this is $10 spent so far. So just put that in your mental calculator, or I really do recommend using an actual calculator on your phone, or bring one with you. Who cares what people think about you? Okay, so you've spent 10 so far, so you need to get $140 more worth of yellow dot and blue dot toys. Okay, this is very, very simple. Don't make it harder than it is. Just get $150 worth of toys. So far I have $10 worth, and I'm going to add $140 more. Let's look around at some of the other toy options. Okay, so I'm seeing here at Dollar General, they have pretty good toy options, especially for younger children. Now for the older children, you may be able to find some options. I'm looking at this for $10. This would be great. A thread wrapper. Looks like girls can make little jewelry, or even wrap it around their, wrap it around their watches or pencils, make their own kind of unique items. That's a great one. Let's keep looking for more dots and stars. I kind of want to give you visuals so you know what you're looking for. Okay, so this Finding Dory, this activity set comes with clay and things like that. There's puzzles that are $3, great filler items. This is one of my favorites. The Discovery line is awesome. We saw it yesterday at Michael's, but here it's $12. This would be a great one to add to your $150 scenario. So if you have these and you have a kid that loves arts and science, definitely add one of these. Now, be careful, because not all Discovery things are blue dot and yellow dot. You see how this one is a yellow star. Okay, so be very careful when you're grabbing your Discovery items, but this is a great one. I'm definitely adding this one to my transaction. Okay, so this has got to be one of my best finds. This is a huge pony, and it's blue dot, I think. When I looked at it, I'm pretty sure I saw a blue dot. So let's kind of look again together, make sure I'm not wrong. Yeah, blue dot, $15. I'm definitely getting this one. It's pretty big, and I know kids will love it. Look how large it is. For $15, you have the will to add $150 worth of items to your transaction. So if you're kind of trying to figure out what you want to add for your last few items, this is definitely a win, especially if you have a toddler or an infant. They will be super, super surprised and impressed. Can you imagine the smile on their face getting one of these? And I've seen a couple of other blue dot stuffed animals. Some of them, be careful again, because some of them have yellow stars. Just kind of have to be sure about it. And the ones with plain tags are definitely not included. So make sure you do what you're supposed to do and look for those yellow dots and blue dots only. I'm seeing some blue dot up there. Cars. There's a lot in here. So let me get back to looking for more items and see what else we can find. Okay, so I'm seeing a couple of Minions items that are pretty cool. So I guess I'll add a couple of these. This will make a good set. This one is $5 and this one is $5. So $10 total to add to my transaction. I think this is a pretty good deal. And I think kids still like Minions. So this is a pretty good option. Okay, guys, just a quick heads up. If you find anything with this pink square on it, do you guys remember when we were looking for pink square items? If you find anything with the pink square, it's going to ring up less than $1. Okay, so I got something with a pink square that was $5 on the tag and it rang up 15 cents. So that's the kind of scale you're looking at. Something $3 will probably ring up less than 10 cents. So if you see anything with this pink square, just grab it. It's not going to cost you more than probably 50 cents at the most for maybe a $10 item, because I'm telling you, my $5 item rang up 15 cents. Yeah. So it's a really good sale. It's 90% off with an additional additional 70% off. So yeah, it's 90% off with an additional 70. So you do the math. If this was 90% off, that would be 30 cents. Now take an additional 70% off of the 30 cents. You see what I'm saying? That's insane. So I'll probably get this, but if you get anything with the pink square, do not count it towards your $150 total. Okay, your $150 total needs to only be yellow dot items and blue dot items, okay? So we're getting $150 worth of yellow dot and blue dot. If you find any of the pink block, pink square, that's just a bonus. Now I'm looking at this car set. I thought it was Star Wars for a second, but it's cars. I guess you kind of design your own Lightning McQueen, so that's pretty cool. Then this is $10. I think kids are still into cars, so this would be a great one to add. Tons of car stuff if you wanted to do like a whole kind of gift. Tons of Finding Dory. Here's some more cars over here. Like, a lot of stores don't have the same things. I've seen other stores with, sorry, I'm doing two things at once. I'm looking to see if there's any more of this pink square. I've seen a lot of stores that have more cars, more Star Wars. Ooh, this is nice. Sorry guys, as I see things, I might spontaneously just kind of jump. But, oh, this is a great one. A military vehicle. Is it remote operated? Yes, 12 bucks. I would definitely add this to my transaction. That's a good one, and it's yellow dot, so perfect. Kids love those remote control cars. I'm probably passing by things. I'll have to kind of get down into the shelves to look for more things. But I hope you guys are kind of seeing things that you can look for. Because once you get in the store, people say it's easy, but it's not that easy. Once you get in the store, you kind of lose your whole train of thought. You see all of these things. People are shopping. People are looking at you. It's kind of like, okay, what now? I had a plan. I was watching the video, blah, blah, blah. But then you get in the store and it's just like, okay, can I do this? Is this really going to work? And that's why I'm going to do it with you. Oh my gosh. If this is blue dot, it is. This is so large. Oh gosh. Let me sit it up against the shelf so you guys can see how big this is. Okay. Check that out. Look how big that is. It stretches from the bottom row to the second row and past it. Wow. Okay, so this activity set is only $10, but it's so nice, and I would definitely add, they have 2 of them. So I'm going to add 2 of these to my transaction because it would go great with the car set. Okay, so this is what's in my cart so far. I have the huge pony, a couple Minions things, and the 2 cars activity sets. I'm counting it up and it's looking like 10, 20, 35, 40, 45. So far, all of this, even at regular price, is only $45. So that's a pretty good deal. But guess what? In order to do this deal, we have to spend $150. Okay, so I gotta keep shopping. I felt like I was getting a lot of stuff, but apparently I wasn't. So when you get in the store, like I was saying, you're gonna feel overwhelmed. Like, can I afford all of this stuff? I know she said it's gonna work, but this is crazy. So I want you guys to kind of like, just kind of follow my example and trust me on this, please. Trust me. And when you get to the register, if it doesn't come out how you want it to be, don't be afraid to ask for a void. and apologize to your cashier or whomever and just say, I'm so sorry, I'm learning how to do this and I thought it was going to be different. Sometimes if you have a nice cashier, you can ask them, do you have any tips to help me? Do you know what deal I'm trying to do? And they'll help you. Trust me, I'm friends with a lot of different cashiers from building relationships with them over the years. And one of the things they tell me the most is that so-and-so came in here, somebody came into the store, don't know who they were, but when it didn't go their way, they yelled at us, they cussed us out. Or they'll say stuff like, when it didn't go their way, they just kind of left everything there. They didn't offer to put anything back, or they were really rude. And the cashiers will say, and this is the key, they'll always say, I could have helped them, but they were so rude, I just decided not to. They didn't even ask. So sometimes if you're rude, you can kind of kill your own blessing, you know? I just got to move out of the way. Some people are coming down the aisle. But if you're really rude, you can kind of like kill your own blessing, because people will be willing to help you, but the moment you're like really rude to people, cashiers, they won't help you. A lot of times you got to think about how many couponers come through their lines, and they have it in their power to see those deals, and they can say, oh, okay, I know why it's not working, she should have done it this way. But because you slam your things down and you're really rude, why would they help you, you know? So you got to kind of think about that, like, ask for help, and if they say no, at least you know in your heart you tried, you're a good person. Try again at another store, or come back to the video and ask a question, and you can get the help you need. Let's keep looking. Okay, so I was pretty happy to see that this store actually has Star Wars. Okay, so this is definitely one that I'll be adding to my transaction, because my nephew Cap, he's really obsessed with Star Wars. So this will be a great one, and it's one of his favorite characters. So for only $10, and then we'll get that additional discount, definitely adding this to my transaction. Okay, so I'm seeing way up there, I hope you guys can see it, that these big Lisa Frank activity sets are blue dot, and they're only $10 to begin with. So they would be really great to add to our transaction. So I'm just gonna get a few of those and add those in too. Okay, so this is a final shot of my cart after I've gotten all of the toys that I'm going to get to hit that 150. So I've added them up like 3 times on my calculator just to make sure I'm not short for tax. Okay guys, so I'm on my way to the register, and check this out. This little big wheel type thing is $40, yellow dot. I'm not getting it because I already have my cart. But keep an eye out on the sky shelves for things like that, because if you have a little one that always wanted one of those, you can not only afford to get that, but with this deal, you'll be able to get that and tons of other things. Okay guys, so now I'm just ringing all of my stuff up, and as you're putting it up there, just double check that you only have blue dots and yellow dots, okay? So blue dots and yellow dots only. Very important. And you kind of always get nervous when you're putting it up there, and you're like, okay, so how much is this really gonna come out to be? Just kind of showing you all of the things that I got. They had some really cute Lisa Frank sets that I decided to get. I ended up getting 2 of these because I can think of at least 2 babies that I know that would love this. So I got 2 of those. And thank you. Okay, it's getting kind of crowded already. Okay, thank you. I'll come that way and get the rest. Alrighty. I'll move this cart. I'll wait on my second transaction just so other people can go. Okay. Alrighty. So everything's getting rang up right now. And you can see it's all coming up to be 50% off. I got them on the screen, which is why it was very important for us to make sure that mentally we had gotten $150 worth of things. Does it show you where I am now?
We're at $60.46.
Perfect. So for all of this so far, I'm still only at $60. So I need to be at $75. And again, I told you guys $150. That's how much you need to calculate. But on the, yes ma'am, on the register, you need to at least be at $75. Okay, because it's going to take that 50% off.
We're at $72.23 right now.
Whew, we're at 72. Now I'm adding the horse. It's on his ear. Okay.
I'll total it. We're
Guys, are you ready for the grand total? Look at all of that coming off.
$60.19.
Look, guys, so
Wow.
$56 plus tax. Isn't that crazy? Okay, so for those of you who are really, really visual people, here's a look at my receipt. Okay, so I calculated $150 worth based off the sticker price. And at the register, I knew I needed to spend at least $75 or more at the register. Okay guys, so a surprise find today. These were all ringing up a penny. That's crazy. I'll show you guys the UPC. Okay, this is different than the UPC that I've seen people talk about. Okay, but this is the UPC and they were all ringing up 1 penny. Okay, so you can kind of see them there. I'm ringing up some other stuff, so my total right now is $355 plus tax, but I just wanted to kind of show you guys that these are ringing up a penny. Okay guys, so these were also ringing up a penny. I know, right? That's pretty cool. They were also ringing up a penny. So I'll show you those. It's the blue one and it's the green one. Okay, so I'm not going to be getting them because we just discovered that they were expired, but if they weren't, that would have been a really, really great deal. So if you find some, make sure you check the dates and make sure they're not expired. But this is a really great deal.